All right, this is One Last Midnight. Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. Oh my god, it's been a long time since we got into Satisfactory. Skipped update 4 and just been kind of waiting for update 5 to come out. Update 5 is now out in experimental build and I loaded it up. And one of the major changes is they changed the northern forest biome, and you can see now that the trees are completely different, and of course they grew up right in the middle of my factory, so I'm gonna have to spend some time clearing this sucker out. What's kind of cool is in the evening time, these trees, you can see these like seeds up here, they light up. They don't give off a huge amount of light, but they do give off some. There's been a lot of changes in additions to like things that you can build. Of course, lighting was added in the last one, but now signs have been added, so you can add in various different signs. There's also a myriad of brand new building pieces, so you can build out your base in different ways and in different styles. So all kinds of new and great building pieces have been added to the game to really add some variety to your factory design. Okay, so where we left off on this, it's been, like I said, a long time since we played, but we were working on the factory. And the factory is broken up into several different buildings, and those include like a copper building over here, which does all the copper pieces. We've got one that is doing pipes, one that's doing screws, one that's doing plates. We have our Caterium factory right here, which is producing all the Caterium related stuff. And then we have our steel factory, which is creating beams and pipes. And then over here in this one, we have sulfur, and we also have quartz being processed. Well, we still need to work on our cement factory, which we need to turn this into a building. And we need to get rid of all of the stuff that's in the middle of this, because we're going to have one big giant building in the middle of this, which is going to be our production building, which is going to take in all inputs from all of these other buildings and produce the final product. So a lot of work still left to be done. We also need to get up lighting because nighttime is dark now and it's a little bit too dark. So lighting is going to have to be done because that's the only way we're going to be able to see. So let me go through this factory and get rid of all the trees first off and kind of clean this up a little bit, and then we'll start working on probably a lighting system because, like I said, nighttime is pretty dark and we're going to need a way to kind of light up this area. Alright, that took a little bit, but finally I got the entire factory cleared out. You can see these trees over here that kind of have like, I almost want to say like they're firefly effects, but these are like seeds for the trees that are glowing, and they look okay. Like, they don't give off a lot of light though, so don't expect an enormous amount of light at nighttime from these trees. And speaking of light, we need to get some lighting. Luckily, I have enough tickets where I think I can afford all of these, pretty much. And let's buy all those. Okay. Those are all taken care of. I think there's a little bit of a graphical glitch going on. Yep. I do have 11 available. I might want to get these billboard signs to mark the factories. I think I'm going to do that. It's a lot of points, but you know, the only thing I can think of signs right now is marking the actual factories themselves. So this might be a really smart idea. And let's go ahead and get that. Let's get one of these skins just to get rid of that last point that I have. All right, excellent. So you can see it gets pretty dark. So we need to think about getting lighting in. And we'll find out what these guys take. Ceiling lights. Let's see how much these street lamps light things up. So if I put one down, and let's connect up this guy. Yeah, that's just like directional light, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see if there's what's my other option for lighting here. Let's see this flood tower. It's pretty tall. Alright, here we're going to build this floodlight tower. That is pretty huge. Let's power it up and see. Okay, that actually is really nice. How far does this light go? Wow. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, for lighting's sake, I think that looks really good. The quantity of light that's coming out is really good. Let's look at this wall flood mount. Let's see how much this light gives out. That's pretty decent too, but does not come out far enough. Oh wow, the billboards are huge. Look how big the billboards are. Shenanigans. How do you change the billboard? Oh, you gotta be close enough to it to configure it. That's pretty cool. I'm digging that. Let's look at the lighting control panel too. I want to see what kind of options we have here. Okay, we're gonna do intensity. We can also do color. Which is nice. We can edit a color as well. Is there a way to get like a tan? Figure out how to get a tan would be nice. Kind of like a natural light color. Would be really nice. So it's probably going to be flood towers. I'm thinking flood towers to light up this area. And we're going to need to look at internal lighting also and see how awesome these ceiling lights are. Matter of fact, let's just go in here. And I mean, it's not too dark in here, but let's just see. These are actually pretty big ceiling lights. The problem is they're not diffused enough, right? It's like, it's really like almost like a spotlight down instead of it being more of a diffused light. And then, can I configure this at all? No, I can't configure that. So I can't configure the intensity of that. What about with a control panel? Let's see. Let's put down a control panel. Let's get rid of this power line here. And put in, I guess we have to put in a power line going to here. And then coming out. Yeah, let's see what this control panel does. Maybe this gives me the intensity. Yep, okay. It's interesting that it gives me the intensity on the bottom, but it doesn't change the intensity on the top. Look at that. You would think that these would dim on the top. Okay, alright. I mean, lighting is not new. Lighting was in Update 4. I just haven't had the opportunity to play with it. So I am going to have to build some lighting. And I'm going to have to space the lighting out enough that it's intelligent. And maybe change some of the intensity or something. I need to figure out what the radius of this is. It seems to be 2, maybe 3 tiles. I think it's 2. It's really just 2 tile width. It seems like the light is coming down 2 tiles. So I have to figure out the lighting for this whole thing. And see how best it'll work out. But I think we have a lighting solution. Either that or I can light it up. I can put glass in, right? Don't I have glass walls? Yeah, I have window panes and glass walls. I could put in glass walls to let in natural light throughout the day. And I think I also have some additional Don't I have some additional choices with lighting? Or not lighting, but walls? Let's see if I have something here. Something new. I do. I have steel frames. Which I think is just a frame. I don't think there's a window. Nope, there's windows. Got varying gates, which is not really what I want. And we have all the windowed walls. Okay, so the other additional would be the steel frame stuff. I don't think they added more in architecture, did they? Modern railing, no. Roof related stuff, no. Alright, well that's cool. Did you have, they added all these pattern stuff that you can paint these patterns on the floor. I obviously don't have enough tickets for it, but we're gonna have to check that stuff out. So we can actually paint our ground and make it intelligent, right? Alright, let me get rid of this lighting. I will figure out where to put that lighting at in the future. Most of my stuff is going to be indoors, so I don't know that I'm going to need lighting all over the place on the outside. But, I mean, for now, for working, I think I'm going to need to. But we'll see how this plays out. Alright. What I really need to focus on is getting these factories completed. So, I built these in a way that it goes up. Everything kind of goes up. All my products go upward, and then on varying levels I'm, you know, doing various different construction things, building products on various levels, and continue to keep pushing the finished product up. I think in this I've got like 3 different production lines going: cables, copper wire, and the copper plates. And then I go into storage, and storage goes all the way to the top, filters into the storage compartments, and then the overflow actually goes into an awesome sink on the roof. And if I didn't fall off, that would have been great. And then here's the overflow. So all overflow of all the products are going into some sort of configuration like this. Right now I only have, you know, one product that's overflowing, and I'm going to need to change these lines to make them a little bit faster so that all of my items can feed into the sink when I am overflowing. Now, this factory's done correctly, but my first factories, my pipes, my screws, and my plates are not done correctly. And then I haven't put on the other factories over here, I haven't put the awesome sink on the top, which I need to do. I think at the time that I was building this, all the storage was filling up, and so I haven't completed it. Alright, so that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to change out the rest of these factories, put awesome sinks on the top, and I think I'll come back to it, do another episode after those have all been completed, and then we need to worry about, you know, getting rid of this middle portion and making the giant factory so we could start producing all the other necessary items. I think I might, before I do that, I might change out the concrete. I'm making concrete way off in the distance over here, and I need to make not only concrete, but I need to make steel beams. So I might make the steel beam factory, concrete factory, before I put down the major factory. That way I'll have a footprint. All these outside buildings, all of those are going to be components that are going to be used on the internal building. And the internal building will build all of the large stuff, like the computers and everything that the manufacturers wind up making. And probably more, to be honest with you. Alright, well that's it for me. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Would love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.